Boy, is it glad to see the episodes getting posted on time, which is the least I could say for my own videos. I apologize for all this. It's been a kind of a crazy couple of weeks. But we are here to talk about Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc-V. We are here to talk about a very strangely paced, weirdly executed episode that weirdly kind of works. Basically, in this episode, Shun fought Kaito, and as I'm sure we all expected, Kaito kicked Shun's ass. I'm sorry, there's no way you can get me to believe that Shun would ever beat Kaito. He's one of the most badass characters in Yu-Gi-Oh! History. I saw the win coming a million miles away. That being said, everything leading up to it did work. First up, the first scene we get that I really enjoyed was seeing Kaito take out those three Academia soldiers, and we see Sayaka's face, and I saw a very interesting 10 seconds of animation there. Every frame of this girl in that scene is saying a lot about the situation. She is scared. She's afraid of what Kaito's become, but she knows that they're in a war. But that doesn't stop her from being afraid of him. We've seen a lot of people look at Kaito and be like, yeah, dude, you're going too far, especially with Yuya, but they all kind of accept it like, okay, this is still a war, this is still what's happening. Okay, I disagree with what you're doing, but I understand why you're doing it. This is the first time I felt like someone is genuinely afraid for a moral reason. She is genuinely 100% afraid of the monster Kaito has become out of just pure revenge and anger. And I love seeing that because it puts it onto another level of reality. This is beyond just moral battles. This is someone who just doesn't know what to think. She understands why Kaito has to do this and understands what has led to this, but it still frightens her. She still feels that, well, is this technically wrong? Is what he's become wrong? I love seeing that, and it comes into play with something else we'll talk about in a minute. But first up, the duel itself. It was a little weird seeing the duel just happen from Shun touching him like, I'm going to put my hand on your shoulder and instantly we're going to fight to the death. But the duel was very entertaining. I love sometimes just getting these episodes where it's just a 24-minute fight, and it's fun to watch, and it is in its own way hilarious. Shun is like, you've become a violent monster just taking everyone out. So I, who was also a violent monster who took everyone out, is just gonna try and stop you. But it was cute. I liked the callback to the big duel, Royale duel from the first arc. I enjoyed seeing Crow get referenced and how that does leave an impression on him. It's a little silly, like, I dueled this one random guy once, so therefore now I'm a good guy. But I do enjoy seeing it. It's kind of weird watching Shun run for the action cards. I don't know why. Maybe it's because his design just doesn't look like a runner, but whatever. Again, I knew Kaito was going to win. There's no way he's going to lose to this pussy. But it was still exciting, and it was still a very good duel, and it led to some really great scenes. Again, I thought it was a little weird that Kaito was going to turn Shun into a card, even though they're technically on the same side, even if they're just going about it a different way. But whatever. Because it led to a really great scene with Sayaka. I really love that shot of her just breaking down saying, please don't take anyone else. Again, it's very heavy-handed, but I think it works for that scene because we get her revealing the truth about Ruri and that she was there when she got kidnapped and didn't do anything. But the thing is, what could she do? This girl's 10, 12 years old. There's no way she could save Ruri. She'd just get captured herself. But it's very realistic that a child would put everything on them like that. Even a lot of adults do that. So to see her with all that guilt, and then we see those flashbacks. I love we see the flashbacks before we got that revelation. Back to the way everything was. And we saw that her and Ruri were friends. They had this nice, happy, fun life. It gives us such a great intel into both the way these two characters were. This nice, almost like little sister relationship they kind of had. I thought that was really good, which only made it feel for this girl all the more when you find out that she watched this girl she looked up to get taken away from her. And I really liked seeing that, and it was really relatable and connectable. And it justifies everything we've seen up until this point because we get that emotional connection to everything. And then we get the other revelation I really liked. Again, that was the highlight of this episode, the Sayaka stuff. But the other thing I like is everyone finds out the truth about Yuto, that he's in Yuya. But instead of just a big information dump 2 episodes, I thought it was handled very intelligently. Everyone sees now that the two are inside each other. This is so weird without making a gay joke. But the thing is that they saw it. Yuya was spouting information he did not have, and he was doing it as Yuto would. So therefore, everyone sees it with their own eyes. They're not just expected to believe everything, nor do we have to spend a lot of time trying to get Yuya to believe them. It's just, we see this is what's going on, we don't understand it, we don't get what's going on, but this is just the way things are, and in its own weird way, it makes sense. I especially love how Shun looks over to him, and Yuto smiles, because it is cute that, Shun knows his friend is okay, or as okay as he could be in this situation. But it's also kind of funny when you think about it. In a weird way, Shun is almost like, okay, fine, you're inside another boy. Alright, fine. There's dimension travel. We're in a war with people killing people with card games. Nothing makes sense anymore. And so I really enjoyed seeing that. I really liked the way it went, and it just made sense, and it felt very organic, and it felt very natural. And now we can just move on with everything. Again, where this goes from here, I'm not entirely sure, but we've gotten all the formalities out of the way, and we are ready to move on with next week as we learn more about Yuri and Academia, and I'm super excited for that. What did you think? In the comment section below, give me your thoughts on this episode and everything you liked. And time for the TCG question of the week. Clees are a thing again. I don't know if you've all seen this, but Klee Stun, thanks to Card of Demise, is here, and it's a pain in the ass. So my question to you is, what do you think the best thing to do about it is? Do you think we should get Heavy Storm back? Should we get Harpy's Feather Duster? Do you think that, it's best for just everyone to main deck 3 Twin Twisters? What do you think? I'm genuinely curious. Tell us in the comments below, and as always, click to like and click to subscribe so we can get a little Yuri next time.